I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature, but she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in monsters...
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes. We came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that...
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their...
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources... As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a but the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus...
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only now... What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. And by the way...
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last...
Guess we'll leave Kale and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, let's try our luck at the bulletin board. A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Here. Huh? Even Lisa's here.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon.
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because...
Teacher is not at the usual
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to... Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful...
Hello, everyone. I...
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're...
Windbloom. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating...
A prophecy?
A good one or a bad one?
Gosh, that all sounds...
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really...
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sakura said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them...
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that...
I will think also...
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox.
Okay, bye friend. Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be... And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up...
Aw, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're...
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way. Got it. Kale, please follow. Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her. Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also is.
Kale, we were just talking about you. Ah, right, I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle.
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to...
Oh, nice to meet you too.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast? Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights. Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here is a knight of Favonius. I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise to see with my... Kale, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal...
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber. Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new...
Yep. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber!
Sorry. At least I didn't...
Oh, no. How am I supposed to join... Speaking of nice surprises, What kind of surprise? Tell me! I'm saved. Sucrose is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just...
What an interesting prophecy. I have no... So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note. I'll drop something in there.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yep, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our...
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy.
No. There's always next time. Oh, yeah.
See you later. Have a...
Are you okay, Kale? Was it? No, not at all. So that means it was... Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me. Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is... Really? I thought we are. Amber's a really important friend. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality... Aw, Kale. Sucrose? Would it be okay if I... I already knew bits and pieces about her, but still... I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated. No, it's fine. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't, and, I mean, you've probably noticed by now, but even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggled. Real? Yeah. Everyone, all the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so... When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to... In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met... I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft. Hey, Kale, see that cloud over there? Then, maybe... Thank you, Sucrose. Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks, sometimes. The next time... Your tetra... 2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. Oh, okay. Yeah. I brought some crackers with me. You want one? Sure.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery. Shall we go play?
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different.
I don't get it.
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now...
Cliff! We made it! I'm on hope.
Help!
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and... Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash on...
Good question. What kind of...
It's been a while, traveler.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you'd have been...
I know. I really am grateful, miss.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up...
What happened?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers.
But you still came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I did, because there's something...
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windbloom Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But...
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along.
So that's why the Scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway.
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
Huh, I see.
So,
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I am. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love.
No, no one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
You
said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
you can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
All right, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Will do.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two... Welcome back! Yep, we managed to find and talk to everyone!
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to... We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the material.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to... Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can...
Stop.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you wanna get
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper... Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Sounds like a plan.
Be safe.
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one. Hey, Paimon's really hungry! And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like... Ooh.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been...
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to...
Enjoying the scenery?
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be... Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me.
What kind...
Behold!
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map, and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. If I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed, then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through... Also, if you have some time, we could organize another
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though. Anyway, see you.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I—
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet. Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink? Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your trip.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could—
Yep, bizarre.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and as it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy. Thank you. You're very friendly. I'll leave it to you then. Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a—
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie. I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a Good day to you, miss.
It's time! It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench!
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Nice work!
Well, the real work hasn't even started yet.
The academia? What happened this time?
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal. While, as for my answer, I think a clock.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy. While Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Travelers, Mika didn't submit much. But he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari, and wrote up a dragon's. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees her.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively passed from one person to the next. So, what are the answers? You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, Timaeus!
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter.
Huh? Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate?
Of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-ar? Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into
Wait! So Ying-ar is the girl from Lila that Sucrose. We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-ar
no, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be
So, at Starsnatch Cliff, you were picking.
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well that Miss Ying-ar is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought, which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windbloom Festival. But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work. I feel I've been spending.
Oh,
And that's why I've decided to.
But then what?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now?
Well, yes. I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can... point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall...
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Thank you, everyone. I promise to do
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie. Great! Let's keep it up! Okay, Paimon will do the honors. We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and...
Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus?
All right. We also have Klee.
That's me!
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a...
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there? Of course. We will...
Actually, I'm still feeling a little...
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just to...
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a little...
I know what you're feeling.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a...
According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we Oh, we know something about that!
What? Wow, that's amazing. You really know how to...
Then we'll let you lead the way.
This is it! We're off to find the sacred location of the
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Aww. I don't see any... Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the lantern...
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Paimon's reading too. But there's nothing above us. Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Look, the wind.
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and...
Huh? We'll have to fly up there?
Here.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
Little island get up here in the sky!
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way.
Oh, good thinking! Huh. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the...
There seems to be something on the back of... Take your seat. Present your answer. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats.
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine, but I also couldn't find any...
Huh?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve...
That sounds kind...
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may...
I see! Mona, is there some... Oh, are you hungry?
Thank you for offering. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been... But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then...
What do you mean, Mona?
Never mind. It's not like...
Don't leave us on the edge like this.
Yes, let's test the hypothesis.
Come on, join...
Oh, all right. Okay. Then I'll answer the first question.
You can do it, Sukra.
Then I would fetch a tetra...
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy.
Kale, I hope...
My answer is, for a long time, I have been... Although I want to help others the same...
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. Although I'd like...
And last but not least, I will answer the... There's no tale more befitting the title of A Legend That Never Ends.
Wait! The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the... Huh? But...
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that
No right answer? But how...
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be.
And to think, I never expected...
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey! You that Outlander!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good...
Oh, is that so? Then...
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh?
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was...
Huh? But why? Then...
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, in fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am...
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested if the lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up?
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Mom?
Oh,
Madam, I am Scarlet.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become...
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who...
Who are you? Who dares imitate my...
And what of imitation and mimicry?
Oh, Alice, I'm here too.
Mom! Why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here.
Miss Alice, why...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth...
Why she sounds so...
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must tell me. Are you sitting around my beloved tea...
It's a really...
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place.
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was the...
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
Ah, so this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
That's right. We often met here to chat and...
Then what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of...
about that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of... The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group that...
So it was indeed written...
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you...
No, it took me a little longer than...
A flower that is not of this world. A guide who will never get lost. One who would never... When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, the guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning. If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to...
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world?
The one who would never lie is... me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, as for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read the book?
Huh? I'm pretty sure
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also... Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been...
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other...
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued and I'm...
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. But you are different.
Oh, has someone finally peeked?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we... Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come
So, the Supreme Blessing actually...
All journeys are fleeting, dear child. I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pain, but no matter how hard things may become, we will cross as long as we can be with our beloved friends. Our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed.
Oh. I still don't get it, but I do know that
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth... Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have...
Bye, Mom! Todoko says bye.
Goodbye, darling. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that...
Yes, it's Windbloom again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still...
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day. Oh, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better.
I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have...
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you...
It's nothing, really. It's just... But still... The whole thing... Of course, I didn't actually expect the Supreme...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly,
if anything, it should be my fault.
Oh, no.
But I'd say we...
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right?
Oh, Miss Yingar. I mean... I just really don't want her to get mad.
Hey, you three? You may want to look...
Huh? Miss Ying...
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar?
Yep, that's her. And she actually came up...
I am so sorry.
Are you...
Of course I...
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but you said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right?
Should we go...
I wouldn't.
Oh, really?
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
I have to say, I'm even more... You can be happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have... I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say.
But isn't it too late now for me to...
well...
I may have...
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned... But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something. Why don't you give it a try?
Okay. They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
I nearly forgot.
This texture.
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. It's nothing too special. They're super sweet and easy. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that they...
Thank you. I'll plant...
Kale, please take these... I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy. Sucrose!
Sucrose, now's your chance! Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right.
Oh, really?
Of course.
Huh? It was like a little cloud of happiness, and now it flew away.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll keep working on it and let you know as...
Yeah, you can write to me.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tighnari!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all...
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you. Cyno wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he...
I'm a master of the game. Do you...
Can you believe this guy? Huh. Wait, I've got something... Huh? Kali has a... Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepare to... I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tighnari, and Cyno. During Windbloom, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them.
But Tighnari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings.
Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the travel... Whoa, are these really for us?
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Mm-hmm, one of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru Rose, although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can... I want to give them to the people I... The real blessing in life is when you are... Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Did you hear what